Shalom, my young disciples, and welcome to today's children's sermon. So, have any of you guys ever played the game charades? If you haven't, charades is like a game where you act something out without saying any words, and then your friends try to guess the word or phrase you're trying to act out. Before today's Bible story, we're going to play a quick game of charades. I'm going to act out 4 words, and if you can guess those 4 words before the timer runs out, and have your parents verify that you guessed them correctly, then I will send you a large bag of candy of the candy that you choose. How many did you guys get right? Did you get all 4? Some of those are pretty hard. If you did get all 4 right, then tell your parents to send me an email at christianemily.saintolafd@gmail.com, and then I will make sure to get you your candy prize. So just like you guys had to figure out what I was acting out in our game of charades, the first century Jews were trying to figure out who the Son of Man was. According to the book of Daniel, the Son of Man was supposed to be like this divine, angelic being, but also someone who looked like a human. And this person approaches the presence of God, and then God gives this person authority to rule over the earth forever and ever and ever, which is pretty cool. The only problem is, they couldn't figure out who the Son of Man was supposed to be. Some people thought it was going to be John the Baptist. Other people thought, oh, maybe the Son of Man is Elijah, or maybe it's Jeremiah, or one of the other prophets. So while other people were trying to figure out who the Son of Man was, Jesus asked his disciples to figure out who he is, just kind of like Jesus was doing the acting in a game of charades, and his disciples were doing the guessing. So Jesus asks Peter, Peter, who do you say that I am? So do you guys think that Peter said, Jesus, you are a super famous miracle man? No, that's not right. Do you think that Peter said, Jesus, you are an ordinary carpenter from Nazareth? No. Do you think that Peter said, Jesus, you are a homeless dude who travels around with his 12 best friends? No. So all of those answers were technically correct, but instead Peter says, Jesus, you are the Son of Man, the Messiah, which means that Jesus is the divine human who gets to go into the presence of God, and then God gives Jesus authority to rule over the earth forever and ever, which is pretty neat. So Jesus has a lot of identities that we learned about in church. Today we learned about Jesus' identity as the Son of Man. And as you guys get older, you're going to learn more and more about the identities that Jesus has. So something I really want you guys to remember is that an important part about being a disciple of Jesus is learning to figure out who Jesus is. So the next time that you guys are playing a game of charades and your friend is acting really silly like I was earlier, think in the back of your head, oh, just like I'm having trouble figuring out who this person's acting out, it's also okay for me to figure out who Jesus is for the rest of my life. Pasi ciao, my young disciples. I will see you next week.